check out what we have here at Unique Specialty and Classics. I can honestly say this car is fast becoming one of my favorites that we have ever had in here. Never had the opportunity to picture or do a video on one of these, let alone see one in person anyway. It's a 1929 Packard 633 Standard 8 Runabout, and it is gorgeous from the side mounted dual spares, the wide white wall bias tires. Look at the chrome and the bright work up front on this one, from the bumper to the grille, headlight buckets, radiator surround, and I believe what the goddess of speed hood ornament is that. You Packard experts, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Take a look at the headlight up here. This one will actually turn depending on which way the steering is being turned in the car. It has had LED converted lights in it. As you can see, paint shows well, and it's driven. Owners of this car have driven it to concourse shows. It's one of those, don't be afraid to get in and drive it. We're going to start it up. Let's hear it run. We might even let Jason take this one out for a quick spin. All right, first of all, still pictures. You're going to be able to see those at uniqueclassiccars.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you right to our website. Of course, you can call us 507-386-1726. Check out those Firestone wide white wall tires. Of course, that Packard center cap. Beautiful red wheels with the pinstriping on them. And the matching side-mounted spares. I want to let you know this little lock deal, that is for looks. It actually can be popped off. You don't need a key for that. It is strictly for looks. Now, back in 29, Packard actually had a red. It's a color similar to this. It was actually called Mountain Splash Scarlet. This is kind of a two-tone. We have a little bit brighter red up here in the body, and then maybe more of a scarlet or a little bit deeper red or burgundy on the fenders and running boards. And you can see paint shows well on this one. It is not full of nicks, dings, scratches. Like I said, this has been taken to concourse shows in our area. Interior has been all reupholstered. Kind of that maroon burgundy leather, that stock looking dash. And like I said, we're going to get around to the driver's side, start it up, let you hear it run. The engine was actually rebuilt by a renowned Packard engine builder, and it will fire up and you'll barely hear it run. And again, it's been driven. Of course, the rumble seating area matching the interior. We'll also put up the convertible top. Check out the condition of that. You'll be able to see that in the still pictures. Of course, you'd be able to flip this down. That would be your trunk holder back here. And look at the chrome on the rear bumper. Paint shows well all the way around the car. Of course, the step for getting into the rumble seat. There will be some extras that'll go along with this. Looks like there's some oil ready for the next oil change. Car cover. Just some miscellaneous parts. And you'll be able to see all that in the still pictures too. I think there's a generator. This probably would be in there. But yeah, check that out in the still pictures. That'll all go along with the car. And there is also a bunch of info, miscellaneous receipts, and that. If you'd like to find some more information out, don't be afraid to call in on this one. Consult with a sales associate. They'll have a list of information from the previous owner on this one. A lot of the restoration work on the powertrain, that was done 2016 to 2018 time frame. There's a fuel shutoff I'm going to show you about. We're going to go through the starting sequence. Other restoration work that was done at the time of the engine getting done, brakes, steering box, radiator, and a lot more. And like I said, consult with a sales associate on the paperwork and miscellaneous receipts and what have you on the car. Technician that checked this one over in our service department said it brakes straight, dries out beautiful, brakes are 80% in the front, 80% in the rear. Just minor drivetrain, or should say powertrain seeps. Like I said, this is one, don't be afraid to drive it. Yes, it'll be a showpiece too, but you can take this one down the road and have some fun with it. As you can also see, driver's side paint not full of any major nicks, dings, or scratches. If you like these Packards, number one, or you just like classic cars that you don't see every day, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You never know what you're going to see come through here at Unique Classic Cars. Videos are uploaded daily. When they're uploaded, the vehicles in them are available to purchase. And again, you can see that chrome and bright work all the way around this car. Very nice shape. The JHP was actually the initials of one of the previous owners. Door panels, great. Carpeting, great. And again, seating surface, very nice shape. All right, let me hit some of these controls over here. Well, we're going to throttle. We're going to have lights, of course, horn. I do have the gas turned on, so we'll be ready to start it. We're going to turn the key up here. This left one will be spark. This one's going to be choke. We shouldn't need choke indoors here. Electric fuel pump, I can hear that running. We're good to go. Push button to start down on the floor, of course. Might have to give it a little bit of choke. There we go, pops off. Now I'll kind of set this throttle here a second. And again, choke's all the way in, spark's all the way in. We can move this throttle here a little bit, bring it down. We'll leave it about where we're at. All right, oil pressure. Like we have temp gauge here. That was a cold start. I wouldn't expect that to be up. And amp meter. And it looks like fuel. Don't know if I ever trust those fuel gauges. You can always check them manually, I guess. All right. Pretty cool looking dash. I don't know if you even hear that running. It is quiet. Slip around to the back, maybe we can hear it back here by the tailpipe. Pretty quiet, quiet and smooth, no doubt about that. All right, let me slip up here. I want to get one of these hood panels open so I can show you this engine bay. This chrome is just gorgeous on this car too. I'm going to open this side so I can show you where the fuel shutoff is and go through a little bit of stuff on this side of the engine. All right, there we go. So passenger side hood panel open here. Again, inline 8-cylinder, what should be like 319 cubic inches. And then you can see downdraft carb. Here's that fuel shutoff. So anytime the vehicle's not in use, shut that fuel off or you'll lose prime up here. It's going to run out, obviously, with gravity feed. So make sure you shut that fuel off before you start it. Turn it back on. And listen to that. Yep. Sounds like a Swiss watch. Does that come to mind? It's a big L head. And again, the restoration work, much of that powertrain 2016 to 2018 by a well-renowned Packard engine builder. It's a beauty, folks. Please call any questions. 507-386-1726. UniqueClassicCars.com is where you can check out all the still pics. We will put that top up yet so you can check it out and do a quick walk around of that. Jason's going to take it for a drive. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract, but consult with your sales associate first when you call in or email. All right, convertible top flipped up. Very simple. It's take the convertible top cover off and fold it forward. It's 2 wing nuts underneath here to tighten down. Look at the chrome on even the convertible top mechanism. And then of course the wood bows, that wood in nice shape. Kind of a camel colored fabric, nice quality fabric too. You can tell that looks good above the windshield. I've not noticed any rips, tears, or holes, let alone really any wear. Of course, you'd have the glass rear window, and this could be undone so somebody sitting back here in the rumble seat could converse with somebody up front. Nice little setting area for that convertible top and its mechanism to rest on. Also in nice shape. And passenger side, free of rips, tears, or holes. No surprises on that top either. It's in the shape that you'd expect for the rest of this car. It's a beauty, folks. I told you where to call us, how to get a hold of us. If you're looking for a 29 Packard Runabout, here you go.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt, gas it. Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're driving a 1929 Packard Runabout. A beautiful car in amazing condition. This is a 3-speed manual. Shifts beautifully. It feels like brand new. As if I could have felt a brand new Packard in 1929. I think this is what it would feel like. I always like to liken them to Cadillacs. Heavy build, very well built, hand built. Everything functions well. Our speedometer is working right here. The temperature showing about 100 degrees, but that is up a little bit from cold. Fuel gauge is a float where you actually can see the fluid level, and it's about 1/8 of a tank. I'm gonna keep it in third because we're putting along nicely. It's happy at that nice low RPM. There is an amp meter. Now that is below the center of the gauge. Your clock equipped right here. Beautiful feel on the road. Now this has a soft top, and we do have the top down. We have a rumble seat in the back. Beautiful red interior, red exterior with all that wonderful chrome. It's so smooth and so refined. All the styling in this car is amazing. Easy to start. Pull the spark lever out, pull the choke lever out a little bit. Make sure your fuel pump is on and it starts easily. Brakes are nice and smooth as everything else is in this car. Starting from first gear. I wonder how many times one of these has been through a roundabout. There is an aftermarket ball shifter matched to the colors of the car, and it works very well. What a great Packard. Find all the pictures and information about this car at uniqueclassiccars.com.